Hey, how's it going, all you lovely people at Door Shutter, coming back to you with a brand new episode of Project Architect 2, and today we're going to work on getting the creative spellbook here. Apparently, the creative spellbook cannot be placed. Apparently, the spellbook cannot be placed in an activator module. Actually, it looks like it could, I just didn't do it right. So if I actually go in here, and I were to do Source Jar, and I were to grab the Archmage's spellbook here, that probably would have worked. I just didn't think about that. So let's toss this into here and go for the creative Source Jar. I just need a Source Jar because I don't have these auto-craftable. Oh, no, I do. But let's just make one anyway. Yeah, that's why. It's because this is 0% full, so just different NBT. That's fine. Let's get that going. That should be crafting up. And that is another 2 pieces done. Perfect. And then I guess I need to keep that in my inventory for a second. And then creative source cell, which is in the inscriber. So final star. And then inscriber. I don't really want the extended inscriber. And flux point. We're just going to place this down here because we're not really needing this too much. And then what was the last piece? So let's craft up a 256k ME storage and also the cell housing, which looks like we're going to need a couple things. So I need some manipulation essence. I need... Actually, what am I doing? Why don't I just do this? And the item cell housing just goes here. And then let's also just learn how to do the cell housing. Perfect. And put that in here. So for the creative source jar, I should have tossed this through so this would unlock. That should be good. And then now the R's source cell. So we need the ME source cell housing. So let's quickly grab that. And we did forget the item cell casing. We need to set the filter. And that should be another portion of this. Done. Acceleration cards. Oop, why can't... Oh, yeah, because this needs to be the 256k, right? And again, let's unlock this real quick before we do anything. 256. Toss that in there. Creative ME source cell, which is beautiful. So if we ever need source for anything, of course we now have the ability to get that. Let's go put this guy in here. And the next portion is the creative motor or the creative blaze cake. Let's go creative motor, which this is going to be a little bit more complicated because we do need to get the void motor, which I don't know what the void motor is. So void casing, which is void steel. Void steel is netherite and ender pearl in a heated system. Do I have a heated cauldron over here or anything? Or basin? I do. So coal. And netherite. And ender pearl. Gonna empty that out real quick. Okay. I just want the void steel, please. I'm gonna keep this stuff in there so we can get some more of this. So I think we need a little bit more. But how do we go about... So obsidian. So obsidian... Okay. Alright, so I was able to complete this. Hopefully we don't crash again. It seems like anytime we're interacting with something with Create, we do crash, which kind of sucks. But I'm hoping we can kind of get through the rest of this pack with more or less crashing. I hope. I hope. Okay, let's get back at it here. So we want to do the multi-servo press. So this multi-servo press, we'll just do a handful of those. And that should give us the gravitation tubes that we need. These things... Oh, the polished pieces are EMC-able. I was like, I don't think I've ever made those. It's because they're EMC-able. And then the next portion is 4 precision mechanisms, 2 electric motors, and 2 void motors. So electric... So 2 of these guys. Precision mechanism. So precision mechanisms. 4 of those. And then a final star. Which I did just craft up a whole bunch of final stars, by the way. I did that before the episode. Because that's the easiest way to do this. Okay, let's go for... Let's just augment this one. Okay. And then just create wrench. Perfect. Okay, electric motor. Get that to 256. And then let's get everything placed down here. So this, precision mechanisms. And that is a creative motor. Perfect. So creative motor completed. And then the next thing is the creative blaze cake, which shouldn't be too complicated. Not really at all. So if we get a blaze cake for ourselves, and then we just need some hyper experience. Can I just toss this in? I wonder if that'll work. And apparently we actually do need 2 blaze cakes because we do need to activate this guy. And then final. Activate, toss. Okay, so that does not work. Does the drawer reach out this far? It does not. Controller. Access point. At pipes. Fluid pipe. Advanced pipe upgrade. And then do hyper. Submit. Reactivate. And that is done. Okay. Beautiful. So that is a creative blaze cake. And that is fantastic. Okay. I don't really think we need the hyper experience anymore, but we'll just leave it be for now. And then the last thing is the creative controller, which is actually going to require us to do a little bit of refined storage because we do need the advanced processor, which is the raw processor, which shouldn't be too complicated. Oh, the processor binding does not have EMC. Okay, that's fine. What was that? Oh, silicone. Silicone. And let's just go over here real fast. So let's grab a refined storage controller. So we're aiming for the creative. We just need this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I hope charging these doesn't make a difference. Okay. And I will be back when this is done. All right. Creative controller done for refined storage, and an entire chapter completed. With the feeling creative chapter, that draws us to an end of Project Architect 2. This mod pack was genuinely one of the funnest that I've played in quite a while. Honestly, I would say this is probably one of my top 10 packs at this point because it was genuinely fun. Like the EMC, Project E, and its add-ons made this just really enjoyable to me. It was balanced enough to not be like, well, Project E this or Project E that. I know I could have used it a lot more, but I did limit myself towards the beginning. And as we got further in, I started using it a little bit more. But overall, like, I love this pack. I think Chosen Architect and his team did a fantastic job for this, and I hope whenever Project Architect 3 or whatever pack he makes next, I hope that it is as good as this or better, right? I hope that he shoots for the stars for the next one, and I will definitely be playing it. World download will be in the description. Of course, this is episode 49. I wish I could have made like one more episode, so I could have made a nice 50, but world download will be down there. I just hope you guys join me for the next pack. Whatever pack we're playing, I'm not even sure. But overall, I thank you guys for everything, commenting, liking, subscribing, all of it. And I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye-bye!